Hi everyone, this is the Collective Soul Tarot. I'm Kay. Welcome to the channel. It's wonderful to have you here with me today, and if you're returning, it's wonderful to have you back with me today. If you like what you see or hear, would you consider subscribing and liking, commenting? We've had a good turnout for the number of people who've requested a free reading, so we've met our limit. In fact, actually, I'm offering to do 10, but I have 12 that I'm going to do just because, but I'm cutting it off. It is Friday too. I've got all 10, including that extra 2, so that's really great. Thanks so much for honoring me with the chance to do a reading for you as a practice. That's why it's free. It's because I need to not only grow my channel, but I need to practice doing readings so that I can at some point provide private readings. Okay, so this is another collective reading for the general populace, but a general reading for the collective populace too. It's funny how it works out like that. But yeah, we're going to use the Seer Marchetti decks, and with clarifying with the Intuit Tarot deck, which I'll put aside for now. But right now I'm asking Archangel Michael and the Holy Spirit there to guide and assist me today with correctly interpreting the energies in the cards and to help me see clearly. Thank you. Archangel Michael, my Holy Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective today in this general read for Friday, October the 27th, 2023? Halloween is upon us, right? Okay, so I'm going to cut the deck, but we're going to have, this is the past one, sudden wealth, present will be here, and near future will be there. Here we go. Cat here, thank you. Okay, so we have sudden wealth. Sudden wealth is something that is, it's like gravy on your potatoes. It's the extra. Something that you don't have to earn. It just comes to you. And suddenly, of course. So someone has in the collective received some kind of sudden benefit, whether it's money or just something that makes you feel really, really happy, like wealthy in the sense, right? Because wealth isn't just finances. Wealth could be your health. It could be feeling really great about a circumstance or a situation. Maybe you have family come to visit that you're just feeling so happy about. Okay, so what do we got for the present day? We have expectations. Talk about having family come visit you. Well, you're being asked to wait. You're being asked to wait in expectant mode. That something is on its way, but you're just being asked to wait a little longer. Near future is the maze. That's like you're feeling like you're starting all over again. You've been hitting dead ends along the way, just being slightly confused and disoriented from what's gone on, what's happened in your life. You're trying to get some sense of direction so you know how to get to the middle, and you're going to ask people. You're encouraged to ask others for help. Like this lady here is talking to that lady in the middle who's made it there, and asking her how she got there, right? So that it's not going to take her so long to figure it out. And these two are kind of looking and going their own direction without reaching out to the lady in the middle. They may not see her, but it's about asking people for help too, to find your way. Okay, so let's clarify. Sudden wealth, please. Archangel Michael, Holy Spirit. What can you tell us about sudden wealth in the past? Excuse me. Ooh, cutting something out so that the wealth can be seen, I guess. Oh, the staircase, which is the choices card. So something happened that was beneficial. You gained in some way in the recent past that allowed you to cut away all that did not serve you any longer because it was stunting your growth, basically, with the scythe card. And that's allowed you to be able to see that you have options, that you can decide now on a different path, either go this way or that way. Either way, it doesn't matter. What the idea is that stairs lead to ascension, like in a more of a growing into your wisdom, just evolving your mind so it's not so ego fearful, riddled, and more like it's open to the divine, more for guidance and support, illumination and enlightenment. That's what stairs indicate, right? You're ascending. So it doesn't matter which way you go. Either way is not wrong. It's just a choice. So if you go this way, you'll have whatever experiences. You'll go this way, you'll have whatever experiences. It's neither good or bad. Well, it could experience to be pleasant or unpleasant, but it depends on how you take it. So let's look at number 11. I want to look at the sudden wealth, just to be clear. It says here that you can feel safe now. If this card is close to the significator, it means a large sum. There's no significator. Sudden wealth announces success, affluence, gain, or profit in your job. It also shows a secure partnership. You can draw on unlimited sources at the moment, but avoid being wasteful and boastful. Excuse me. This is money you don't have to work for, such as lottery winnings, a bonus, found money, or an inheritance. When it's not about money, it can describe a nearby card as a lot. Well, nearby card can either be a lot of cutting out or a lot of waiting. So maybe we'll go with money. Okay, so expectation. Yeah, I'd say you have gained in some way that has allowed you to be able to cut out significantly whatever is no longer serving you and stunting your your growth, your personal and spiritual development, but also your growth, your movement forward. And your movement forward is ascending, right? But you have a decision to make as to when you get to that part of your ascension, which way to ascend even further. But in the present time, you're being asked to wait. Things are cooking up for you, I guess. Tree card, which is about health and longevity. It's also about as above, so below. So it talks about your spiritual development here, like blee, 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 like that, right? We don't normally go straight up to our enlightenment. We usually take some meandering paths and might actually fall back a little before going forward again. And courthouse, so deliberation. Health and longevity in courthouse, deliberation and health and longevity. I guess from what I can understand with this is that, what is it, Archangel Michael? They're still, okay. there's still some like some growing, some, oh, that's it, okay. Okay. You're being asked to have patience, okay? Trust is what it actually stands for. And if you ever listen to my if you've been somebody who's been listening to my readings, you'll see that there's a lot of divinity in it. That my readings is about reaching for the stars. It's not just about moving forward and being with somebody, but doing that in a way that it's going to help you be your best, so that you're the one that you're desiring to be with is going to respond well to you. Excuse me, and that you have a greater chance of health and longevity in that relationship, long-term success, right? So you're being asked to develop a little bit more patience, like to be able to trust that things are working out for you behind the scenes. In the courthouse, things are being considered. You're part of it. You're deliberating. So you just need, in order for you to sink your roots in nice and firm like a tree would, and grow to your potential, you're being asked to have some more faith and trust, which is patience. That's what patience actually means, is faith and trust. Faith and trust in allowing the divine to work on your behalf. See this lawyer right here? This lawyer is going to go into that courthouse and deliberate on your behalf. It's going to take what it is he knows is right for you, because the two of you have communicated, like you with your divine have communicated, and he knows your heart because you've shared it with him. You had to lay it all out for him, what it is that you're seeking, right? And he's going to go into court to the jury or the judge and deliberate on your behalf, which is really your spirit guides, your angels, your God, whatever is actually using this specific symbology here as a way to tell you that they've got their hands on it. The divine is in it, and you will hear and see the divine working in your life just at the right time. You're being asked to wait. That's all, really. Be patient. But it's putting your trust in the fact that the divinity is working on your behalf to help you plant your roots securely and faithfully wherever it is you want to go. So you're no longer going to be stuck in this maze here. All right. So we have a significator now. The main male, we're going to put him like this, and then we're going to put the mask and the anchor card. The mask card is about playing a different role. The main male has been being different things for different reasons, for different circumstances, different people, different lifetimes, like different seasons kind of thing in their life. They've been having to wear this mask to suit other people, and for them to be able to, for the main male to be, which is you, to be able to navigate through your life knowing that and feeling as though you had to be a certain way. You had to behave a certain way, you had to look a certain way, you had to sometimes push down your own ideas and desires because of other people, what they were pushing onto you or what they expected of you. So you were standing up, you were heeding the call from them, right? You were just doing what you felt you needed to do in order to make them happy. Whether that's your spouse, a partner, and like a love partner, their family, your family, your relatives, your co-workers, your boss, and your own parents, right? People who are important to you. So you have had many masks to wear, but this card here, shoot, it's about putting down your anchor so that you can feel safe and secure. It's about knowing where you can put yourself down to have that sense of safety and security and reassurance that everything is just fine. Let's see here. I'm going to make sure 35. Because in between readings, I play with this deck. Okay, so it's about persevering to reach your goals and knowing that you're protected. This is about hope and faith again, like I was talking about this. The anchor offers stability and security, being confident that your hard work will pay off in the long term. It's adorned with fish. It has fish right here that symbolize abundance and wealth in the Lenormand. This is a card of assurance. You are protected in times of need. Yep. Assurance, feeling reassured that you're protected, that you'll be okay. Like this is the future, right? That your future brings stability and security. But what about, these masks are going to have you going like this throughout your life, zigzagging around, not really feeling like you have a solid leg to stand on, because you've been so many different roles, behaving in so many different ways, expected to behave in so many different ways, that maybe now you're finding it's time for you to go a way that you feel is a reflection of and honoring your own desires and wishes, instead of always being somebody for somebody else. How about being yourself for yourself? Right? God's got that. God's got your back. He's on it for you. The divine is on it for you. Let's clarify sudden wealth, okay? Archangel Michael, the Holy Spirit. Queen of Cups, wow. Okay, an emotionally connected female, feminine anyways. You might, somebody came into your life. Okay, let's see. Let's keep going. The Lovers. Angelic. Oh, swept off your feet. Yeah, angelically. Wow, strength, invisible force. Okay, so how I see this, sudden wealth, right? It does talk about whatever's at the point is what is under, that is under being, at being cut. It's like having made a choice. Let me see this. I'm going to read this for sure. The sudden wealth card should mediate the harshness of the swing of the blade. Should mediate it so that it's not so harsh. But what's at the tip? Yeah, what's at the tip? Be careful, I am swift and sharp. I cut through with precision with a sharp and clear vision. Oh, clear vision, okay. I am an accident, a deep cut, a break, or sometimes a difficult decision that needs to be made. Okay, so one way is not your way, you're feeling. So you needed to decide to go a different way. That's your decision, a difficult decision to be made. This item is a simple agricultural tool used to clear away grass and gather the wheat at harvest time. In the world of Lenormand, it symbolizes a sudden trauma or shock that will take you by surprise. A swift, clear cut will be made. Where this card points, particularly in the Grand Tableau, which is another deck, we must be careful. So careful, yeah, right. The card next to the blade tip, moderate, moderates its influence, making it more or less extreme in its impact. It's a call to action. Yeah, so it seems like right here with sudden wealth, you met a Queen of Cups. You had a choice between two. And now you're making that choice to be here with this one here. So let's just pretend, like neither way is good or bad, remember? So let's just pretend the Queen of Cups is here on this side, and you had somebody else. And let's pretend it's her. Forget about the expectation on the card. I'll even cover it up so you can't see it. So you have one or the other way. Neither way was bad. Both ways is about learning and growing. So whatever experiences you had this way was going to allow you to be able to grow and learn from whatever experiences that were hardships for you in this relationship with the one you had chosen back before, back at the time when you first met the Queen of Cups. You had chosen this one over the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is like, she's somebody who's going to be in a union. Look at it, it's angelically protected, the union. This is the Lover. Sorry, I just off my head here. Queen of Cups is emotionally connected. She's in the flow. She has deep feelings. She's empathic. She's intuitive. She's psychic, and she's loving. She's also forgiving. So you chose this one. This Lover here, it'd be like somebody that you've known for a while, if not in different other lifetimes. So they are a very strong soul commitment, soul connection to you. So, but it's also about choices here. So you chose at one time, main male here, you chose to go with this one, this female over here. And it was neither good nor bad, because the reason why you might think it's bad, was it bad in the very beginning? Absolutely not. Why would you want to be with somebody that you felt was a bad choice for you? Why would you do that, right? So obviously you began off on the right foot with her, and things were going pretty nicely for a while, maybe not too long, but maybe really quite some time. Things were going well until maybe recently, whatever. But you've been experiencing a lot of challenges and difficulties with the one you chose back then. And so through those challenges with that one, she was mirroring to you what it was that you had inside of yourself that needed to be, healed. Healed, therefore, that's the hardships, that's the lessons learned that'll help you develop and become more of a loving, more balanced with your fearful mind, which is all logic and practicality, and being so grounded in the 3D world of living life, because you believe that this is all there is, so I need to get as much as I can from it before I die, kind of thing. And then you attract people like that as well into your life who are on the same page about that. Then you meet somebody comes along and they have a different idea about stuff like that. They have a different idea, and who's right, who's wrong. So it's just a matter of choice. You chose the grounded way instead of the heart. You see, you didn't have that. You weren't, when this one is attracted to you, because you were in that level where you were more like 3D as opposed to love. Wait a minute, more 3D as opposed to love was down here. It wasn't nearly as much of importance or priority to you. After having your experiences with this one and not feeling very loved throughout the whole time you've been together, especially lately, you are starting to look now, well, what have I been doing? What's been going on? And then you connected with your inner divinity in some way, and you decided to make a different choice. So you decided to choose for this one. You see, from choosing this one, remember, it's just a representation of your wife or your ex. Choosing that one, going this way, let's say, was going to be painful to some extent. to some extent, because of the point. But after making a different decision, you're going to have, it's going to be, it's not as affected by the point, is it, going this way? Because you're making a different choice from a different mindset now, because of the hardships that your spouse or ex-spouse brought into your life with being married or whatever to her. So now, you, at the time when you made the choice to go with this one, you were more in player mode, which is like a daredevil energy, volatile, arrogant, unpredictable, holds a grudge, hyperactive, hasty, and jealous. Not to mention, just being deceptive. But you were in player mode then. But now that you've decided with the sudden wealth, you've had a really great opportunity to make a different choice. So that's what that's saying. Something happened in your life that opened up that door of another opportunity. And door is here, right? It opened up a door for you from letting go, cutting something out. You are now available. You're able to as well. So you're kickstarting, a brand new, divinely inspired, passionate pursuit towards your lover that you're choosing now, which is a divine soulmate. The other lover that you chose, like we use this one as the example, the other lover you chose was a karmic soulmate, someone who would bring the karma into your life so that you could see the karma you needed to the karmic debt that you needed to pay off. And you're finding the strength and courage to no longer hold back from how you feel about the Queen of Cups, because you've made that decision. It's this decision here is to her, and you're still going to grow. You're going to ascend. It's all beautiful. So let's talk about the scythe if we really have to, but let's go ahead anyways, right? Page of Cups, that's being, a dreamer. Two of Wands, having to make a decision, which is like this. The opportunity for a brand new beginning, an offer to flourish, to meet someone new, to feel stable and secure in a relationship that's going to allow you to drop your anchor for the good. You're going to be able to put in some deep roots where she is. It's abundance and potential. So I always say with the Ace of Coins is that whenever you decide to follow your heart, you've made a different decision. You cut somebody away that was, it was basically following your heart to some extent back then when you met up with them. It was more like following your whatever, and following your how will this marriage make us maybe richer together, that kind of thing. Bring us more of the worldly stuff that we want to achieve and acquire, and have that conquest over the world, right? Where you're going to grow and have more and more and more, but then you want more and more and more all the time. So it's two-faced thing. But in the past, you were slightly naive, possibly, when you met the first one, and you offered your love to them, but you also had offered your love because you met the Queen of Cups too. So then you had a Two of Wands situation where you had the opportunity to choose between one or the other. Of course, we talked about how you had already chosen that one, but now that you're choosing because you cut the other one out of your life, in however way that looks, you're now free to move towards her, the Queen of Cups, with a Cup of Love offer, and you will have an Ace of Coins experience. All your resources that you need, people, places, things, documents, money, etc., etc., etc. The divine will bring to you as you need it, as long as you continue to have trust and faith that the divine has got their hand in this and is helping you to realize what's in your heart. Then you will have everything you need in order to be with your Queen of Cups. So the staircase, we've got the King of Wands, the Devil, and the Ten of Swords, with the Six of Swords. Yeah. So at the time when you made this decision to be with, let's just do that, be with this one that, you know, we're pretending she was your wife or ex-wife, long-term partner, you made that decision because you were just like fiery, feeling passionate, enjoying her attention, you know, and you were looking good, you know, you're highly attractive, not just to her but to others. You knew it. Look at him winking. You knew it. King of Wands, you were a go-getter, you were fiery, you were strong, you took a challenge on, and you were in control and in charge. But it was a lot of toxic energy because it was all about, you know, again, that mindset of how I'm going to achieve from this world with my own will, right? My own little will. It was all about achieving, you know, maybe achieving worldly possessions and finances, and just having the good-looking woman on your arm and feeling like you're just high on the horse and feeling dang good about yourself and your life at the time. But really, you know, you didn't really bring God into this at all, the divine. You weren't really paying much attention to your heart, in the sense that you had enough love that you felt enough love in order for you to be able to couple up with somebody in a romantic and love way, but not the kind of unconditional love that the divine knows in your heart you're crying out for, because we're all crying out for that, every single one of us. So the divine knows your heart better than you, and it knows you're crying out for unconditional love, which the Queen of Cups, the one that you met back then, that brought a different energy, a different experience to you that you'd never experienced before. You've remembered that, and it's always been like kind of a curiosity to you. She seemed to be a little bit mysterious because she just wasn't quite the same as the ones you usually meet, right? How did you get so lucky to meet her back then? That's a good question, right? So anyways, there's this toxic energy that the two of you, this one and you, had together. A lot of toxicity, doing things that were not quite right and above board, maybe illegally, maybe a lot of drinking, a lot of sex, a lot of drugs, and you know, just doing things that were addictive, you know. It's your shadow side that you were living with your wife. And eventually somebody betrayed you, or you betrayed them. Either way, you were betrayed or you betrayed somebody, and as a result, you are now going into calmer waters away from that. That's the calmer water side here to the Queen of Cups. You're going that way to the Queen of Cups in your little boat, okay? You're the King of Wands back then, but you're also a King of Wands. Stepped in the recent past, stepped back into your King of Wands energy. You tap back into it to take control and take charge of your life. Get your power back from where you gave it away to your ex or your wife, if you're still married. But somebody betrayed somebody. It's possible she betrayed you, and it hurt a lot, and so you're leaving that. Maybe she betrayed you more than once. So let's start in the present time now with our lady who's waiting, but she's not a lady. I mean, like this, it could be a lady or a man in that card. It doesn't matter. That's not the significator. The significator is this man here, which is you, collective. All right. We have High Priestess. That's you tapping into your intuition and your spirituality. Wow. You're using your intuition now. This one is highly intuitive. Yeah, she knows a lot of things that you don't know or don't know that she knows. But you're tapping into your own intuition. And in order for you, like I said, to be able to be ready to be of that frequency that your Queen of Cups will be in the future, you need to amp up. You need to light up your mind some more. Bring that heart up more. Instead of being down here, you're bringing it up too, so that as you bring this up, this one comes down, right? The ego, the fears go down. They get calmer. They become more settled. You're starting to feel more assured, remember? More assured that things will be okay as long as I keep that faith and hope in my heart. So, High Priestess, the Chariot, yeah, you want to giddy up and go. You want to get on your horse. You want to get in your chariot, and you want to go towards her. But the Tower, the Six of Coins, the Divine is saying, hold up, little doggy, hold up. No, 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 no. If you do that too soon, it's going to be a this, because you're not ready yet. Remember? Wait. You're not ready yet. Right now, you're sitting in the energy of not being ready. Okay, Mr. Main Male? I'm going to put you over here. Can you see you over here? That's you over there. See him? That's you right there. Okay, so High Priestess, you may be thinking that you're all ready and all that sort of stuff, because we all do that. Okay, you're no different. We all do that. We think, yeah, I'm ready. Sure, I'm ready. And if I'm not, I'll just learn along the way. No, sometimes you can't. So the Chariot is you wanting to push forward, fast forward movement in the Chariot. The God says no. You will have this. Everything that you're planning for will just come to crumble. It will fall at your feet. You need to have more of a balanced mindset and energy of generosity, balance, kindness, acceptance of yourself and acceptance of others, equal give and take, care for yourself and a genuine caring for others, be valued and validate others. It's a quid pro quo thing. It's kind of like a gift of equal reciprocity. You need to find that balance, is what the Divine is saying. You were all put out of whack here because you were giving too much to this one and there wasn't enough coming back your way. So you're all out of sorts, right? Like this. And that's what you got used to. You got used to, because first of all, you wanted to. First of all, you wanted to give her everything. You wanted to give her the moon, the stars, whatever. And then it got to the point where you've seen how she is really kind of getting greedy about stuff, and she wanted more and more. But then when I turned to her, she wasn't available to me. Correct? So then you got all out of whack, and you started thinking, well, I'm giving way more to this and she's giving to me. That starts setting you up for resentment. And the resentment is that whoever I'm going to be with next, once you start thinking you're not going to be with this one anymore, that is, whoever, if I'm going to be with anyone else next, they're going to have to give to me more than I give to them. And that's in your heart. Because you're going to say, I need to feel validated, that as soon as I know that they're true and genuine about their ideas of wanting to be with me and wanting to give to me, as soon as I know that, then I'll start, But in the beginning, it's going to be like, no. I'm going to hang back. I'm not going to look like I really want to be talking to you or spending time with you. I'm not going to look like that, because that'd be feeling vulnerable, right? Instead, I'm just going to hold my energy back and let you come towards me. And the Divine is saying, oh no, wait a minute. You're the man here. What you did in the beginning was selfless and it was loving, okay, with this one over here. But you allowed it to get out of hand, okay? This is, now you're aware of it because you learned. You're aware of it, that you're not going to allow it to get out of hand, right? As soon as you start seeing if your new love is going to be that way, then of course you're going to have that discussion with them, and you're going to try and bring balance back into it. But if you go towards this new one, this Queen of Cups, who's highly intuitive, she's going to say, you know what? I don't feel right. I don't feel this is right for me. I just it doesn't feel right. It feels like you're like you're sending me messages or you're calling, but when we get on the phone, it's really like we're talking about the weather or whatever you're talking about that's mundane, instead of actually trying to get into a deep conversation, intimate conversation, where she's feeling like she's being heard by you, and that you are feeling like she's hearing you, and that you're actually sharing things about your lives, about what you like and how you feel about these kind of stuff. It's the feelings, yes. It's about how you feel about yourself, your life, and her, and how you feel about going forward with her in a very equal give and take type of relationship. If you don't come across that way to her, she's going to feel as though something isn't right, and she's going to hold back. She will. She'll hold back. She might even say, look, I don't feel quite right that this is right for me at this time. Maybe catch up with me again in 5 months. Like really. She's going to be smart enough to intuit that. Let's talk about the tree. Knight of Swords. Hangman. Three of Swords. Yeah, learning lessons. 8 of Coins. Learning lessons and working hard on being able to learn from those lessons so that you can take what you learned from them with you. And this is what's going on. The divine is asking you to hold back, hold yourself back. Don't be so impulsive, wanting to charge forward with your truth and just going out there on the table, laying it all out on the table, because it may not be the truth that she's hoping to hear. Right? The divine is putting you in hangman pose, which is like, it's like, doesn't matter how hard you try, you're going to feel like your efforts to move forward at this time are going to be blocked in some way or another. You probably know that already. Hearts are broken. That's the 3 of Swords. They need to be mended. So the hangman, seeing your world differently, and seeing how maybe you were with this one has to be changed to be with that one. Different perspective. Even her perspective, the Queen of Cups. That's you working hard while you're in limbo, hanging upside down. God put you there for an awakening. That says here, new perspective, aha moment, perspective, awakening, surrendering your own perceptions, having an epiphany, release your old ways and mentality, let go of what no longer serves you in your life, allow the goodness of what you want, that you desire, to come into your field and yield, which means harvest, right? Yeah, gain, benefit. Okay, so how about the courthouse now? Yeah, you will be putting great focus on how, if you're not already, how you can change your perspective, how you can amp up into that higher vibe frequency of the High Priestess, so that you are in 6 of Coins, equal give and take without resentment of the past, keeping you from having 6, that 3 this way, 3 that way. Instead, you have like 2, you're giving 2 while she gives 4, coins. Yeah. Page of Coins, okay? 7 of Swords, yep. And 7 of Coins. Wow, there's that harvest again. With the 2 of Cups. Oh, Justice too is right here. Do you remember, and look, we got the Empress next, which is the 6 of Cups to you. We're going to pull that out because that's her. She's your Empress. She's your Empress, and my cards won't stand, so whatever. But Page of Coins is laying down a new foundation, and this guy here, who is your spiritual helpers, God really, is going to court for you, so that you can begin afresh with this one in the near future, laying down a solid foundation. setting goals, getting more grounded so that you are really not going like a roller coaster with your emotions. You're grounded, you're solid. You have great prospects ahead of you. There's going to be good news, because it's Page of Coins, about good news, because you're working hard here. You're ambitious and you're faithful. That's what the Page of Coins is. It also means too that it's kind of like a friendly token or a friendly gesture that you will move forward in towards her. You have the Page of Cups too right over here, remember? But first of all, we have to deal with this not what it seems energy. It says cowardly, false pretenses, carrying things away, sneaky, betrayal, getting away, self-interest, strategic, cheating, lying, and the mask. Remember the mask here? Yeah. So that it's about being able to move forward from now to then, releasing your roles of, you know, hiding behind different roles, masks, because of the expectations and your own fears, your own ego fears. 7 of Coins is this, you do this, you go and deliberate for a while to be able to heal this sort of stuff, this energy of the 7 of Swords, you're going to have good things, but they take time, right? Perseverance, long-term view. You want to see what you've been harvesting all along that's on your tree to be picked, like this here. It's not as good as you could have it. There's only 7, by the way. 7 Pentacles on your tree. You want 10. That's the highest. That's the best. You want more, because why else would you be leaving what doesn't serve you anymore behind to go towards somebody that you feel is fruitful? Why would you just settle for 7? This is somebody that you truly love. This is a loving exchange between two. Mutual feelings, new partner, a contract, an agreement. You're in sync with each other, on the same page. You're companions. And justice has come in, right? This here, which is like God, right? Justice has come in to balance the fairness, the unfairness, whatever happened back here with both your ex with you, or your spouse, maybe you're still married to them, with you, and how you dealt with that one was unfair. It was unjust. So there was karma that was accumulated on both sides, and you needed to pay yours off. This one may not be, your ex may not be paying that off. And I can't say she's an ex right now. It's possible that this is also about, it's still in court as to what you're going to do about it. Are you going to divorce, or are you going to stay married? Divorce or married. So let's talk about the near future. Let's put her over here. That's not working. There we go. And we'll put you there. Okay, can you kind of sort of see them? But yeah, it's a 6 of Cups. Here, let me put this like that. That's not going to last though. Okay, so the Maze card in the near future. Yeah, 7 of Wands. You've been confused and feeling conflicted and self-sabotaging. You've been sabotaging your efforts to move forward with the 7 of Energies, the sneakiness stuff, and just being toxic in that toxic behavior, that devil behavior there. Feeling betrayed and resentful as a result of all this going on, that energy is still in you. You're still raw with it, right? So you're standing your ground and you're kind of being defensive. But at the same time, you know, you're putting up some boundaries so that people are not going to be able to come in and take advantage of you again, which is good. However, you can't be too much one way now that you're not the other way. You have to be 3, 6 of Coins, 3 on one side, 3 on the other, for balance, for justice to take place, to actually work. And you're in the near future, have been in the 5 of Swords. You're still going to be having that energy in you because it's what you're used to. You're used to it. It's not easy to change our mindset. If it was, everybody would be thinking differently on a dime, right? And we know that doesn't happen. But this, because you're seeking help from the divine. You're asking the divine to show you the way out of your confusion, out of your that toxic energy, out of your maze where you're hitting dead ends all the time with relationships. This one was not going to expand forever and be with you till the end of your days. It wasn't going to. It was you hitting a wall here. Now you're turning around, you feel like you got to start all over again. And depending on how old you are, that might be kind of a critical thing for you. So the world, we have an end of chapter. You've achieved a lot by putting an end to, this is the near future, putting an end. So I don't think you're divorced yet. You may be in divorce proceedings right now, but I don't think you're divorced. I think you're still with her. And I'm really getting tired of these cards. Maybe I should just, you know what? I'm just going to put them down. Put them down right here. Okay. Just putting them down. Yeah. And so you're ending a chapter in the near future. You're ending that chapter by probably putting all of this, like you're cutting that out, but it may not be completely cut out. And even when it's like mechanically cut out at the level of the law, where you receive your divorce creed, you still have emotions, right? You still have resentment and memories of how you were mishandled, abused, or whatever that you were taken advantage of in that marriage here. You've got that to settle, to calm down before you attempt to try and make contact with your Queen of Cups, who is the Empress. So let's talk about those masks, number 40. But yeah, you will be putting all that. That's the good news, is that you will be, as long as you continue to allow yourself to develop here and have trust and faith that God is in your corner and got your back. You will be able to put all of this behind you so that you're no longer in a 5 of Swords energy or a 7 of Swords energy or any other unbalanced energy. And you won't be defensive. You'll just be, standing your ground in a very healthy boundaries type of protective way. Protecting your relationship with the Queen of Cups and protecting your own energy against people who don't want you to progress and be happy, which might be your ex at that time. Okay, 40, the Mask card. 6 of Wands. That's victory and success, but it's also ego and pride. 4 coins, an attachment, and 9 of Cups. Wow, okay, self-indulge. I got 9 of Cups. Yeah, it's in the reverse for some strange reason. Came out like that. But yeah, it's for a reason, right? In the Page of Wands. Okay, energetic powerhouse. Yeah, so 6 of Wands is, pride and ego. This would be like, wearing a mask would be like being pride before fall. It's vain, it's conceited, self-centered, failures, disgrace, narcissism, show off, being a follower, egocentric. But to remove your mask, because you're putting that behind you here, remember, this is what this card is about. It's reaching the center because you're asking for help. You're asking others for help. You're asking God for guidance to show you the way. So you can end that chapter. These clarify that. So this is just clarifying what you were like when you were still confused and in the maze. So it would be coming out of the maze. It'd be congratulations, victory, recognition, success, pride of achievement, confidence, boosts, and milestones. But, this is clarifying that. So we're leaving it upside down. 4 of coins, it's accumulating, it's a scarcity mindset. A hoarder, you conserve, you possess, you're attached to somebody. Creature of habit and a tightwad. I'm not sure about that. But anyways, but the 9 of Cups here is that self-indulgent. It's a hollow feeling you have. Materialism, selfish, imbalance, addiction, emptiness, overindulgent, and excess. So that's the mask that you wore. You wore one mask of pride and ego, being a show-off, maybe. Look what I am, look what I have, right? Look at her on your arms here. You had a beautiful wife on your arms. You had a mask for her and her family. And the Nine of Cups was a mask about, look at how good we're doing together. Look how good we're doing together. You know, looking like you've got everything in control, your wishes have come true, and you're feeling good. That mask, you had to let people know that you were feeling good, and perhaps you were for a while. But at some point in time, you know, you're still dealing with the same people you're, like her in-laws and your family, that you were dealing with when you first met her and feeling good about being in a relationship with her. You're still dealing with the same people, but you're not feeling the same way about her. Okay, so let's talk about this, what do you call it? The anchor. Yes, thank you. The anchor. Let's talk about the anchor now. What does that mean? Because this is supposed to be reassurance, protection, and security, right? That where you drop your anchor, you will be safe and secure. Four of Swords. Oh, yes. Healing after the storm, like, right? The storm, the waters, the oceans. Hierophant. You're seeking refuge with your inner self, your inner guidance, your God. You're seeking refuge there. That's the Hierophant. You might actually be talking to your clergy if you have a religion. And Five of Cups, okay? With the Page of Wands wants to come out, I guess. Nine of Coins. Yeah, this is you. Nine of Coins, single and ready to mingle. 3 months from now, you'll be single and ready to mingle, but you've got to get that going now if you haven't already. But the Five of Cups is an unwelcome change. It's going to be scary. Yes, I'm not going to lie. It's going to be scary, and you're not quite sure because of the uncertainties moving forward, especially towards somebody that you've known in the past. Remember the Six of Cups? She's from your past, someone that you do feel a lot of great emotions for, but you're scared because she's evolved, and you're seeing that she's evolved. You're not quite sure if you're going to be able to measure up to that, especially with these energies, these toxic energies. But you're healing. That card, the Hierophant, came out before this one does. So we've got Five of Cups is overcoming despair, forgiveness, accepting change, ready to move on, healing, and letting go. So yeah, and then you've got a great energy of energetic powerhouse. You're a lovable rogue. You're going to be all amped up and excited. You're excited about moving towards a different life, and somebody who you see as being one that you know you probably have a really great life with, okay? Because you've come to understand that without even talking to her. But you'll be charismatic. You'll have this good news. You're going to be playful. You're traveling. You're going to feel childlike, and you're a free thinker. And then guess what comes out after that is the Nine of Coins, Nine of Pentacles, which is rewards of your labor. Your status has changed. You're now single, abundant, feeling abundant. You're self-sufficient. You're sophisticated. You're on your own. You're taking it easy. You're maturing. And you're feeling more fulfilled because you're allowing God to help fill the void that was empty black hole before. Well, it felt empty. And you're free. You're free because you got the divine in your back pocket. Purposefully in your back pocket. So yeah, you got a Hierophant. Four of Swords is about healing. It's about laying down all your worries and concerns, the overexhaustion, the overthinking. You just can't take it anymore. If you go too much longer, you'll end up in a sarcophagus. Okay? But this is spending time in isolation with your God, with your spirit guides, with your soul, with your higher self. It's all about the same. It is. And so you get straight with your inner self and heal those thoughts and beliefs that you have that kept you at that lower vibe, that everything of the world and my will is all that's important. Whatever is good for me and my family is all that matters, which, it can be. However, if it's excluding others that you will take from in order for it to be your own, that they won't have it anymore, then there's a problem. that you don't want to give somebody your time or energy that who's not of your immediate family or whatever, because you know you have your family to protect, and so you leave that person out in the cold, right? These are just examples. I'm not saying that's what you do, but that's the kind of mindset of the lower vibe of just 3D living. Now, when you're in your high priestess energy with equal give and take, like that balance between your heart and your mind, you are more like 4D, 5D, 6D, 7th dimension, 8th dimension, and so forth and so on. You're going up into a higher light, a brighter light of consciousness. Whereas down here it's kind of dim and gray here at the 3D level. That's why we have so much, darkness in our world. It's because it's dim down here. And it gets dimmer into 2nd dimension and 1st dimension. Yes, consciously we can dip there, and we have. That's what makes us feel so depressed and anxious. But when you're thinking that there's got to be more to life than this dim 3D stuff, with the potential of going even lower, that's when you start asking and inviting the divine to come in and to light up your consciousness, to show you, yes, there is higher dimensions. There is a brighter way to be that'll make your heart feel lighter, and it'll make you feel your heart. It'll help you feel your heart so that you will start vibrating at this higher resonancy that your empress that you see as an empress, Queen of Cups, is vibrating at. Therefore, the two of you are more equally yoked, right? You're not down here with her, your ex or your wife that you have right now. You're up higher because you're allowing yourself to be patient, to develop more patience, which is faith and trust in the divine, taking care of all of this here on your behalf. It's got your back. You don't have to do this alone, is what I'm saying. So I hope that was helpful. Let's do the angel answers. I just love these cards. I can't help myself. I'm addicted to them. I'm sorry. I'm addicted to love. Let's see. Yes, I'm a horrible singer. I have found that out, and people have told me. So what do you do, right? Okay. What do they have to say? Within the next few weeks, yeah, like I always say with the present day, which is what you're in obviously right now, is it goes back from today's date to 4 weeks before, and then from today's date to 4 weeks ahead. So 4 weeks, in 4 weeks, within the next few weeks, you're going to really start feeling as though you're letting all that go, and you're changing and you're healing, and you're just more solid with your inner divine, like your God right here, the Hierophant. You're more solid in that. Within 4 weeks, you're going to be moving more and more solidly and higher into the light, like these here. You're ascending those stairs. You're moving more and more into the light within the next few weeks. Big happy changes are coming because you're lighting up your consciousness. You're becoming a less dimmer thinker. Improving your health too. Well, it could be emotional health, it could be mental health, it could be physical health, it could be just your life health. Okay, let's do one more card. Okay, I don't usually, I just do 3. Perfect timing to do all of this. Yes, because you are ready to cut this one out. You're ready to take this other staircase. You're ready. You just got to do it. Just got to do it, right? That's what it boils down to. You just have to do it. So I hope this was helpful, collective. And it's Friday, so have a great weekend, TGIF, and we will catch up with you again on Monday. Take care of yourself. Bye for now.